It's amazing how a change in position can give us a whole nother perspective. From up here, things look a lot differently. I wonder if that was the same for Zacchaeus. When he climbed the tree to see Jesus, I wonder if he was expecting the outcome that he got. I think not. You see, Zacchaeus had a reputation, and it's not one that you or I would want. He was known as a cheat and a thief, and he wasn't liked by many people. We could probably explain that away by his upbringing or other excuses. But the reality was, people didn't like him, and for many people, I guess their stone of unforgiveness had Zacchaeus' name on it, and quite rightly so. But the cool thing about this story is that Jesus looked past the crowd, past the reputation, and he saw Zacchaeus for who he was and who he could be. You see, we know that when we forgive others, God can change people. I've had kids share with me how they feel that their parents could never forgive them for the choices they've made. That's their perspective. Imagine as a parent the power that we have of saying to our kids, regardless, we love you. We have unconditional love for you. We don't always love the choices you make, but we do love you. You see, when we talked about Zacchaeus, we learnt that God took the heart that was hard and he softened it. We don't know exactly what was said between Jesus and Zacchaeus. I often would like to wonder what that may have been. But what we do know is that something changed. Something changed so dramatically inside Zacchaeus that changed his whole behavior, that changed the way he acted, and it changed the perception people had about him. I wonder about in your family, in your home, what sort of conversations do your children hear about your siblings? Maybe about your parents, maybe about work colleagues. Do they hear forgiveness, or do they have stories of reputation and unforgiveness? I wonder what it would take for you to change that culture, for you to be like Jesus and look past the circumstance and see the opportunity. I wonder about people in your street. Does someone have a reputation that's not so hot? I wonder how you could show them forgiveness in a radical way like Jesus did. Because when we forgive others, it can change lives. God can change when people feel the forgiveness offered, even though they don't deserve it. Zacchaeus certainly didn't deserve forgiveness, but he received it, and that changed his life forever. As a family, I wonder what opportunities you have of changing somebody's life through forgiveness. Talk about it together. Decide on a person or a family that you want to reach out to and show them what it is to experience forgiveness, Jesus style. Take another position. Look at it from a different perspective and see who you can show forgiveness to so that God can work in their lives just like he did for Zacchaeus. It's amazing the difference it can make when you're willing to forgive somebody even when they don't deserve it. Because forgiveness is deciding that someone who's wronged you doesn't have to pay. Now, how do I get down from here?